Hello, everyone. I am slightly confused. For whatever reason, when I booted up OBS and started the stream, for some reason in the doc, the chat doc on OBS, it gave a promotion thing oh, sub to blah for get the Crunchyroll thing. I don't have monetization on my channel. I'm not an affiliate even. Why is that showing up in my OBS? I'm confused. Anyway, it is time. I am going to check out the other submissions to Mumei Battle this year. I don't know how much context I should give because I don't really know who's gonna be showing up, but the long and short of it is BMS is a file format for clones of Beatmania 2DX, but they have their own songs that the community makes. And Mumei Battle is an event for people who are pretty fucking new to it. I participated, and this is my first BMS, and also the first song I've ever made that I thought was good enough to share to the world even. There it is, wow. But yeah, a lot of other people participated, and there's a lot to go through. I'm a little tired today, so I don't know if I'm gonna get through all of them, but I'm excited to be taking a look at them, because shit's cool. And yeah, we're supposed to give feedback and stuff to each other anyway. And so yeah, I will probably be playing just the sort of mid-range difficulties on stream today, because this is a key-sounded rhythm game, which means that when you press a button, it makes a sound. And if I mess up a bunch, then the song will get all messed up. And I feel like it's important to give a good impression of the song, so I'm gonna be playing easier than I'm capable of, just so that I can get a better feel for how these songs sound. And then in the future, perhaps on my own or perhaps on another stream, I don't really know what I'm doing, but I'll probably be checking out some of the other difficulties for some of these. But yeah, for now, I'll start with Aeropolis. I might just go in alphabetical order. I don't really know what I'm doing. I don't have a plan. Is that author's name Vitamin C? Anyway. It's a silly name. I like that. He saw nothing. What am I doing? Apparently not good. I haven't warmed up all that much today, so sillies will happen from time to time probably. the start's a little bit repetitive in my opinion, but like the charting felt nice, had a good flow to it, and the ending was really nice. I liked how that sounded towards the end. Kind of reminds me, it gives me a bit of a nostalgic vibe, like older Benani songs, like in the 2010s era, or like a little earlier than that, maybe. Do I play the 6 or the 8? That's the real question. Has like half as many notes, so I'll play the hyper. I'll play the 8. That one also kind of seemed a little repetitive to me too. Part of it though is kind of just like the kind of song it is to some extent. So like I don't think I can be like too harsh on it for that, right? But overall I think it's good. Definitely when I go to like write my impressions and stuff, if I have more to say, I'll try to be a lot more thorough than I'm being right now. This is very just on a whim, just first thoughts. So, and I'm bad at articulating thoughts sometimes, if I'm being honest. So, yeah. Wonder how you're supposed to read the artist's name there. 7mm, probably. That seems the most likely. Why'd I let go? This one's interesting. A little quiet though. The song as a whole seems quiet, actually, too. I quite like that one. I'll have to see how it sounds with the volume higher, cause felt a little quiet. Although actually I kind of have my sound a bit quiet too, in all honesty. But yeah, I that one seemed pretty cool. I definitely do need to hear it better, play it again sometime. But yeah, it sounded like there was a lot of interesting things going on there. I really like the variety of synth sounds in that song. And kind of had this like a bit chaotic feel to it that I liked. Probably not gonna play that time. I'll probably butcher the fuck out of it. I wanna hear the song. Naturally, a song with this game, or the song with this name would have it. I wish I could read more than a couple words of Japanese, because it looks like there's a lot going on in the video. I wonder what it all says. I'm not gonna stare at the video. That's a really good way to miss the notes that are about to come up. What the fuck is going on now? That was a pretty fun one, I like that. What's crossed out there? Was that... I couldn't really get a good look at that. Was that in katakana or some shit? I can't imagine, because that's just a bunch of... I wonder if there's like a story behind that, like it was for something else or something. I don't know. Anyway, song-wise, it takes a bit to get going, but once it gets going, it's a really fun one. Looked like the video had a lot going on. I want to take a better look at that sometime. Looked very silly. So this, again, I'll stick with the lower difficulty to not horribly butcher it. Piano hardcore. I like this calm part. But with the song a little bit ago. I like that I'm throwing on the easy parts. Anyway, so believe it or not, the song with piano hardcore as its genre was a little hardcore, had some piano. I think it was a pretty good one. I like that I'm debating so hard about do I play the 5 or the 9 for the stream that I'm ignoring the elephant in the room here. That is certainly an image. The more I look at it, the more questions I have. Live a little. If I fuck it up horribly, I can play the normal after, I guess. But I am bad at long notes, so we'll see how that goes. It was a little hard to hear what was being played at the start. Ooh, spicy. This chart is very much stuff I'm bad at. I'm probably gonna have to look at that normal after, honestly. Might not even get like a fucking normal clear on this. But like the song didn't develop all that much though. Anyway, if you wanna make a chart that kills me, just make that. I'm really bad at every single fucking thing in that chart. I'm bad at like I'm bad at big chords. I'm bad at some of those patterns. I'm not amazing at jacks. Bad at long notes. It's also really short now that I think of it. It's probably part of why it doesn't develop all that much. I will say, a song that doesn't develop all that much, but like doesn't overstay its welcome is probably better than if it was longer but didn't develop much. But yeah, I think definitely some more variety could be had with that, but overall not a bad song for what it is. Artcore. Artcore is one of those genres that, like, I don't know the exact definition of, but anything I've heard in that genre is fucking ballin'. Resisting the urge to not goof around and hit the keys more. That one also was another one that felt kind of repetitive for a lot of it, but the developments that were there were really nice. Honestly, I could definitely. That's a song where, like, if it had some more time to be worked on and like had more going on, like I think that would be a really good one. Like, it's a good one still. Trying to. I'm really bad at articulating my thoughts. I did like that. But I can see where there's, like, still room for improvement, you know? Cat IDM. Did the cat type the title too? I don't know if the title means anything. I really don't know if the title means anything. Anyway, I'll play the 6. Oh my god, this stupid shit. A funny little blender meme. Why am I gently rubbed the top of my turntable instead of fucking pushing it. That was pretty neat. I like this kind of music a lot, so I'm a little biased maybe, but I quite liked that one. I don't really know if I have a lot to say. I wish I did. I don't. Sometimes you just really get in the groove playing something, and that's one of those. I got some fun stuff going on with the measures there. I should look into how you do that. I don't actually know. I don't know if it'll be of use to me ever. I wish that fun rhythm was charted on this chart. I want to play that. You can put that in the 7. So that song was interesting. I definitely think it... I think, like, parts of it are definitely supposed to sound quite harsh, I imagine. But I think the mixing as a whole, like... I think the song comes out a lot harsher than it's intended to, maybe. I think like... I'm not, like, a big expert on mixing or anything, so I don't really have any exact advice. But definitely, like, all the problems I have with this song, I think are all in the mixing. I think that's something to look at, because I think as a whole, the idea of the song was actually quite good. It had good flow to it, developed well. But definitely, more work on the mixing, I think, is the big takeaway. I quite like this art. Very pretty. I guess I'll do a if I butcher the 9 too hard, I can play the lower difficulty. This is like that. Oh man. Okay, that's one of those kinds of songs that feels like it kind of takes you on a bit of a journey. Also, I wonder if there's a way I could make Beta Raja wait for like the audio to be done to go to the results screen. I'm sad that the results screen kind of drowned out the end of that. Anyway, yeah, that was a really good one. That honestly, I don't know what to say. I really liked that one a lot. But the build up at the start was really good. The way it developed throughout the song, good. Just it was good. I suck at words. It was good. Alrighty. So this one while I was setting up, making sure I had all the charts and nothing was like loading wrong or something. I scrolled through the song list and I noticed this. I'm not gonna fault them too hard, but I do think ideally you want to have lower difficulty charts. Having a 10 as your easiest is not ideal for appealing to a wide demographic. I do think that a lot of the people who would be checking out Mumei Battle stuff though, like especially like while it's new, they're probably like in quite deep, so maybe it's not too big of a deterrent. I'm not going to like, when I make my impression, I'm not going to dock points or anything for this, but I definitely would advise. It could have been a time constraint thing too, for all I know, but definitely like have like at least like a hyper that's easier than this, I would suggest. Anyway, now I'm going to probably fight for my life. Emotional hardcore. Let's see it. got the normal clear. Anyway, so that song, I would say definitely, it could use a little more going on. It felt very empty and perhaps could have some like chords or something in the background to make the sound more full. And definitely the mixing could use some work too. The drums were very quiet compared to the synths. And especially it felt like it lessened the impact where it slowed down for a bit and then had the kicks on the turntable. If there was some better mixing, that moment could have hit harder, you know? As well, as far as like the composition goes, like the notes and stuff, I would try to mix things up a little more. It definitely was a bit repetitive. So yeah. I'm interested to hear this gothic hardcore. That sounds like it'll be fun. I'm not going to try to pronounce the title of that song. I will find a way to butcher it. I feel like that synth in the left ear is a little too loud. Also, that slowdown's cool. I like that. Get a bit of Sofon going. I have an extremely silly takeaway from this song. My impression of this, I wonder if Yobit plays Archaea at all, because it actually, like, this song really reminds me of several different Archaea songs. Like, some that I don't know if, like, they're original Archaea necessarily, but some that are. Anyway, as for the song itself, I enjoyed it. Definitely, like I mentioned in the middle, there was some like iffy mixing here and there, but overall I liked that. Oh yeah, I just remembered. These two songs only have 5 key charts. I don't even know what my 5 key theme is set to. I think it's like one that looks like old school Beatmania. I don't actually know. Also, is the very hard judge being factored into this song rating or not? The chart rating, I mean. That concerns me. Also, that is very short. Interesting. I'll have to just jump in and see. Oh no, I have it just set to this. Okay. What? Do I not have my bindings set right? I guess not. Oh no, there's technical difficulties, guys. I don't remember where I even set that. Here. Yeah, I guess I just don't have 5 key bindings. Whoops. You know, nothing like a Bell Chromatica stream without, what am I trying to say? It's not a Bell Chromatica stream if I don't mess something up. I haven't played 5 key in forever, so this will be weird. Oh yeah, this very hard judge is, I don't think I've ever played very hard judge. And, also, this is a fucking weird chart. Holy shit, what is this? Not built for someone like me, I can say that. I definitely have to check out that year chart, because I'm just giggling through this just because of how evil Very Hard Judgment is. The chart is weird too. Not my forte at all, and I'm just constantly missing. Okay. Let's play the beginner and not giggle through literally all of it would be ideal. Man, that is such a weird song. I don't... I'd make the drums louder, I can say that. Otherwise, I don't know what to think of that. I appreciate how bold it is. It is so fucking aggressively weird. Like, when you think of a rhythm game song, you do not fucking think that. I can say that much. So I have to give points for creativity. Like, that's weird. That's kind of interesting. Beyond that and the mixing, I don't know. that one's gonna be really hard when I go to do my impressions and rate them and stuff. I don't really know what I'm gonna put for that, but that one's really odd. Anyway, here's the other one. That's only 5 keys. Honestly, a part of me wonders, like, if someone who's in like that 5-key mindset, if the another would sound different or not. But right now, I will check out the hyper, or I guess the hard. Well, I fucked that. This is really hard for me. I can't process this, even though it's quite simple. Can you tell I haven't played 5-key since, like, I first started playing BMS and Beatmania? I don't even really know for 5-key, like, because like 7 keys, you position your hands a certain way, but like, I don't know if it really makes sense to do it this way for 5-key. Anyway, that one's on the repetitive side, but like, it honestly like really felt inspired by old school Beatmania, like the 5-key days. I wonder if that's like intentional. I imagine it has to be, right? You go out of your way to make it a 5-key only song, and it sounds like 5-key Beatmania, right? Anyway, my curiosity is getting the better of me. I'm gonna be happy if this sounds different on another, because that's a thing they used to do quite a lot in old school Beatmania, but don't do often anymore. You heard nothing. If it's different, I don't notice it. I could just be dumb though. It'd be fun if it was, but I'm not hearing it. Maybe I'm missing it though. Three at the end, don't even get the easy clear. Oh well. Yeah, I'm not the best at jacks. That's something, honestly, this might be okay jack practice. I might have to play that more. Anyway, I guess I'll play my own song on stream. I don't know. I've been going alphabetical, right? So, you know, I won't say too much. Other people will be giving their own feedback. I've seen a little bit of it already. But yeah, this is the song that I made for this year's Mumei Battle. Yeah, something that was funny to me is like I kind of just like was hopeful, like I don't know, maybe like one person will like it and be cool. I think it's all right. And someone fucking gave it a 10. I was like, what? Someone actually likes it that much. And then there's a lot of, out of what I've read so far, that's been sent my way. There's a lot of feedback that I'm just like, you know, yeah, I agree. That's my song for this. I don't know. I don't have a ton to say. It's not really the focus of this. I guess there's more I could say, but not now. Here, this has some BPM changes. But it'll be interesting. I wish I could read the genre name. But there is several bits of kanji in that. And then techno, I think. Something techno. Ooh. I like that the video had like a weird little, it kind of looked like it was a little corrupted or something. That's cool, fits it. That ending. I feel like this is one of those where you can like kinda feel like the author was having some fun, you know? I liked that, it was pretty weird. I really want to know what the thing in the genre is before techno. But my Japanese is extremely bare bones at the moment, so I do not know. But yeah, whatever that was supposed to be, it was fucking interesting. I liked it. Honestly, don't know if I have much feedback to say. Maybe I'll think of something later. I don't know. It's neat. Anyway, I'm going to be right back before I continue. I have returned. It is time to continue and check out Mumei. I like the really stylized genre name there. Is that? Yeah, that's the Apollo radio. Excuse me. I don't know. Me hiccuping like a doof on stream or not. I wasn't expecting the turntable there. That one... that one was really interesting. I kind of, so, you know, it's hard to, like, I don't really know, like, sort of, like, what kind of tools this person is working with. Taka38. Maybe you're supposed to read the 3 and 8 in Japanese. I don't know. I don't know my numbers yet. I should learn them. I don't know. But, I definitely feel like the drums sounded like a bit on the generic side. I don't know if there's much to be done about that necessarily, though, depending on like what tools they have at their disposal. But the ambience of the song was really nice. And it definitely had a neat vibe going on. I am distracted by AutoMod catching a bot. Anyway. Yeah. Honestly, like, with some changes to the drums, like, just some better samples, I think that's, like, honestly the main thing I think about when I think of, like, things that could be improved on there. I think overall it was pretty neat otherwise. The chart kind of felt odd to me, but maybe I don't just understand all of it. Oh yeah, and the turntable I meant to mention. It's actually kind of funny. I'm thinking about this more because of feedback I received on my own song. I couldn't super hear what the turntable was doing, and the turntable's like a really prominent part of the game. And ideally, it's pretty clear what is going on it. That's actually a piece that's basically verbatim something somebody said about my song. So, but yeah, otherwise it's not bad. On to the next. There's a very big jump there. in the note graph. I wonder what's going on there. Maybe just like something simple and fast, I wonder. Anyway, no use wondering when I can play and find out. I feel like these wobbles are a little quiet. Yeah, something fast but simple. Interesting that the sending seems to be pretty much on the white keys. Anyway, maybe look at the mixing of that song a little. And I think overall it seemed a little quiet too, maybe. But that's not a huge deal. But definitely like on the part with like that wobble bass, that drop. Definitely, like, I feel like the wobbles should be front and center, ideally, I imagine. But overall, pretty good. That has a really interesting image. I like that. I like that the title's kind of a bit hard to read because it's just black. Looked like there were a lot of scratches on the graph. I didn't actually read how many there were. This might be a really weird chart. I guess not necessarily weird, but just interesting. I'm really bad at scratches. I need to practice more sometime. That pattern's really tricky. I wish I had a better sense of the rating scale, because in my mind that seems like a lot for a 7, but I don't like super know. This ending too seems pretty tough. Yeah, I feel like that might be hard for a 7. Ratings isn't like really too huge of a deal though, as long as nothing like crazy egregious. Cause you know, if people were to notice this song and be like, oh, that's not quite right, there's difficulty tables and stuff. Song-wise, the mixing felt a bit iffy. Some parts seemed louder than they're supposed to, and definitely like it's supposed to have like its quiet parts, but I personally feel like the difference between like the quiet parts and the loud parts might be a bit too big, but that might just be preference, I don't know. I'll have to think on that. On to the next. I like what they did with the video there. I should probably not stare at it though. While I'm playing. I liked that. That was kind of it kind of had like a very kind of chill but like also kind of emotional vibe to it. I don't have a lot to say about that. I think that was a pretty damn good one. Yeah, I mentioned earlier songs that take you on a little bit of a journey. That's also one of them. Super Fork Song. What does that mean? Should I be scared? What is a Super Fork Song? That logo fucking kicks ass. I feel like the drums were a bit overpowering the other instruments. I suck at this game. I don't like how difficulty spiky the ending felt. It felt like way harder than the rest of the song. I'd say that's my only really complaint with the charting. The song itself, like I mentioned, mixing. I feel like the instruments were drowned out a lot of the time. And it seemed like there was stuff going on there that I would like to have heard better. But, you know, overall, it seemed like a pretty good song. I can't really speak much on the lyrics because language barrier and all, but the performance was quite... the vocal performance was quite good. So yeah. I love this scribble. I fucking adore this. This reminds me of Kirby. I don't know if it's supposed to remind me of Kirby, but it reminds me of Kirby. I was intentionally reminded of Kirby earlier, but this person is not. True to the name of it. This is quite funky. I like that rhythm there. That was pretty fun. I like that. I wish I pointed it out when it came up. There was like one little thing that I thought like the mixing was a little iffy, but it wasn't even like that bad. I guess that would be the only really bit of feedback I have. I like that. I feel like that feels like something that I wouldn't find in this. I feel like a couple of these really feel like beyond sort of like a level of just like, oh yeah, you're super new here. Like, these are there's some really good stuff that people who aren't like super experienced have been making. It's really cool to see all of it. Another piece of art core. My nose is itchy, I might be cooked. I tried to scratch it. It's over. I'd maybe make the drums louder. They seem kind of quiet. Yeah, I think definitely the drums felt a bit too far in the background. I'm not sure how this might be going into sort of subjective territory, but I'm not sure how I feel about the panning on the strings. I think it might be too far to the left, but I don't know, that might just be my opinion. I don't know if like that's objectively good or bad that it's panned like that. Cute little doodle. I like that art style. I should probably play the 5. Lots of scratches and long notes. I feel like I'll butcher the hyper too much. This feels like it's gonna be one where it's hard for me to not stare at the cute animation instead of playing. I like the little spin when she was watering the plants. I really am getting distracted by the animation. It looks so fucking cute. That was really good. Man, that's another one where like I don't really know what to say. I don't have a lot of feedback. That one's really good. I wanna check out the 9, see what that chart's like, and hopefully not get super distracted by how fucking cute the BGA is. It's so good. I wonder how much experience the artist has making TNF songs. Because for this being one of their first few attempts, this is really good. I'm really making the light bar as dramatic as possible. Will she get the hard clear? Somehow, yes. Hi, Stella. Yeah, that one, like, out of all that I've played so far, that one feels the most like. Wait, this is Mumei Battle? You're new here? Like, that's really good. On to the next. Are these both another difficulty? It's odd to me, but not a big deal. Also, that's a lot of notes for a 7. Like, that's a lot of notes for a 7. This might be rated weird. No, yeah, I noticed that there's a BPM gimmick in this one. I'm just curious, like, why isn't this the 7 rated like a hyper instead, or maybe the 12 rated an insane? I don't know. It doesn't actually matter though. It's just odd. Don't worry about it. I'm really bad at patterns like that. Those turntable patterns with the long notes are really mean. That chart was really weird. Definitely not a 7. At least, pretty sure it's not anyway. Again, not super an expert on the rating scale, but that song was a bit odd. I think the middle part kind of felt like too empty to me for how long it went on, perhaps. This is definitely not a genre I listen to a ton as well, so it's like I find it hard to form an exact opinion and like any feedback to give other than that, just on that sense. It's just not really my kind of music, but I don't really want to say, oh, it's blah blah, because like it's just taste, you know. So I don't know. Swing it. Swing it. Y'all think there's... I'm gonna be upset if there's not some, like, swing timing going on. The song better swing it. Oh, that's interesting looking. Understood. I'll tweak that after this song. Actually reminds me a lot of a song from Tetris Effect. Has the same sort of energy. Although definitely this part has had its own energy. I like this. Yeah, I really liked that one. There's another where it's like hard for me to come up with like any sort of criticism. I quite liked it. Also let me turn the game down a little bit. Is that any better? But yeah. That song is, yeah, really good. I'm trying to say more, but like I just don't have more to say. I quite like that. The default BGM is no longer louder than me. Well, hopefully everything I've said hasn't been super drowned out the whole entire time. What is going on there? I have to wonder if this beginner 99 is like some sort of shit post or not. However, right now, I'm gonna chill, play the 7, have a good time. Notes 3000. Yeah, it do be that way. I notice it has hard timing window. That felt... It felt like the charting kind of had a part where the song is going down, but the chart, the notes went up. Maybe I'm just wrong, but that seemed weird. Also, I was not focused enough on playing. I totally beefed that part. Rare turntable on turntable. I liked that ending. Ignore that I accidentally hit 7 at the end. I think... I feel like I say this a lot. I feel like the mixing could be a little bit better. It wasn't bad, though. Like, I think the lead felt... Like, it should be prominent, right? But it felt like a little too prominent compared to the rest, maybe. Otherwise, that was a pretty good song. Very fun. Also, this art is very silly and cute. We got the peak sign, so you know that there's the peak over there. Or perhaps that this is peak, who knows? Do I play the 5 or the 9 for this one? The 9 has 1,000 notes. I'll probably play the normal and then the hyper. I like the little pixel art girl, she looks cute. Oh, this is interesting. Got a little polyrhythm there. I feel like the 7 there should have went down towards the end of that part. Actually, what am I doing? That was weird. Anyway, yeah, I think parts of the charting were a little questionable, maybe. It's not bad overall though, the charting. And then the song itself I quite liked. The sounds were like how do I articulate this thought? Like, I guess they sounded kind of a bit like... I don't mean this in like a really bad way or anything, but I guess they sounded a little like sort of primitive in a sense. Like, it like feels... It feels like really old. And I feel like, whether that's someone's cup of tea or not could probably vary. Like, I don't know if it's necessarily supposed to sort of feel like a throwback or anything like that. But, like, the synth sounds just kind of... They feel kind of old to me. But I'm down for that. Why that up? I don't really know what's being charted there. Yeah, honestly, the charting is my biggest complaint overall. I think it just... Some parts of it just don't have, like, sort of the right sense of musicality to where the notes are placed. But overall, it's pretty good. It's just a couple parts that feel iffy to me. On to the next.
Starting up.
Man, there's so many of these songs where, like, I just don't have a lot to say because I just enjoyed them. The chart was also pretty fun. Yeah, I can't really think of anything to say for this one. I liked it. That's about all I've got to say. Sometimes it be that way. Yeah, when people... Insane charts are... Why is this 0? I bet that's gonna be weird. Yeah, I don't know exactly how, like, what people do, but I feel like for insane charts, people often put weird things for it. I'm not really at the level of play where if there is any deeper meaning to what the fuck they mean by insane 0, that I would know. I'm not that good at playing insane charts. At least that are on the insane scale anyway. Yeah, that's... We'll see that one in a bit. I have questions. The image sure does give the energy of a song that would be a hyper with as a 0 and absolutely nothing else. Now, the real question, do I play the 8 or the 6? Lots of notes on that 8. I mean, I'll do the 8, and then if I fuck it up too much, I'll go back down. Let me just... I wasn't expecting it to start, honestly. The song seems really quiet. Yeah, this is ridiculously quiet. I'm gonna start this over with my volume turned up like a lot. I can't really give feedback on this whatsoever if I can't even hear it. That's definitely something I'll have to mention. Also, the start of this song really reminds me of something. I can't remember what though. Sounds like a lot like it. This chart feels like too simple to me. Lots of like sticking to either the white keys or the black keys, like it's a beginner chart or something. There's like a lot of sense of what's being played can kind of get lost because of that. In a weird way, it kind of makes it harder than it would be if it was just charted normally. It just feels awkward to play like this. Like suddenly it's like 4 chaos or something. Yeah, definitely, the song overall seemed alright, but you gotta make it louder, holy shit. Anyway, time to find out genuinely what is going on here. This might be very odd. This also seems quiet. I don't know if it's like building up to get louder though. It's taking a while or so though. I need to press the keys in my hair. Oh, this is just too quiet. I might have to play this one again. It sounds really interesting. Also, the chart just like got way harder out of nowhere. Yeah, I'm gonna play that one again, but turn up my volume. Cause that sounded good from what I could hear, but I couldn't really hear. Anyway, now that I could actually hear it, but definitely the chart difficulty spike is a bit much, but the song itself, you know, if it was exactly the same but just louder, it's one of those simple kind of songs where like it's not very complicated musically, but like what it has going on really makes you feel something, you know? It's one of those songs that doesn't need to have like anything more complex than it has. I really like that. But definitely balance the audio against like other BMS songs perhaps. So what I did is when I made mine, I would like play it and then be like, oh no, it's too quiet when I play another song, or like hear the background music on the menu, and I would tweak it accordingly. I think it still kind of turned out a little quiet in the end, but not quite this quiet. So yeah, that's something to keep in mind, is just make sure it's loud enough, and careful about having difficulty spikes in your charts. But I like this art. You know, I just clicked the 9 without thinking. I don't know if that's gonna be a mistake or not. If I'm playing like this, maybe. I quite like the percussion in this. That part of Vidigo kind of, I don't mean this in a bad way, because I quite like how it sounded, but it sounds like a little messy almost. Yeah, I could definitely see, like, it might be a bit, parts of it might be a bit too chaotic for some people's taste, but I personally think the song is really good. That's interesting that the graph is that flat. It felt like there was a difficulty spike towards the end to me personally. But it wasn't like super severe, I think. I guess it's just the start is very easy. Welcome back. It was an experience. It is way too quiet, but the song itself, once you turn up your volume like a lot to hear it, is quite good. Made me feel something. boobies. Gotta hand it to them. The person who did this art knows what they like. Anyway, I'll play the 6. This one actually kind of feels odd. So if I sound full as fuck though, let's say Rex. I bet the higher difficulties are fun here. It's on the corner of my eye in the video. What's really funny? That song was really good. The chart also, I don't really feel like I have any complaints. I have to fucking try the hyper. I have to. I'm probably gonna horribly butcher the turntable part, but like I gotta, right? Also, I like that there was a song at the start that I was like, maybe I should play it again, and then I didn't. And maybe I should do that. I don't even remember which one it was, though. That was fun. Love a good scratch chart even though I suck at them. Honestly, the song is so good, the charts are so good. I like can't. There's another one of those. I cannot think of like any real feedback. Like, shit fucking rocks. It's a really fun one. This sure is the title. I can't begin to read that. And even if I could begin to read that, I probably wouldn't finish reading it. Also, this feels very. Some songs in Beatmania 2DX are like this, where it's just, man, beginner 2, fuck you, go die if you play the normal and you're not good at the game. I personally would make like just move all 3 of these up 1 difficulty and then make a different normal, probably. But yeah, breakcore apparently, so like it's gotta be fucky, right? You gotta have some fucky charts. Let's see it. Very jack-heavy. Sudden complicated chords jump scare. Or maybe it wasn't complicated, but I just didn't read it fast enough. Either way, that's a bit out of nowhere feeling. The song itself is a bit silly. Like, obviously it's breakcore, so like the focus is on the drums, but I feel like at parts of the song, they drowned out the synths a little too much to me. I'm tempted to fucking die, cause I feel like I didn't get enough out of that chart personally, but I don't think it's a bad chart necessarily. I'm gonna die, let's go. I'm like just getting into 11, so like if it's like accurate, it's probably gonna be rough for me. The answer is yes, Jesus Christ. These chords, I'm not good at chords, oh no. But yeah, like here and stuff, like I feel like you can barely hear the synth, but like maybe that shouldn't be the case. This is gonna be one of those there was an attempt kind of scores. Anyway, that chart is appropriately hand-destroying. I don't have much to say. You get hit with a car. Damn. That's what my score looks like when I get hit with a car. That is interesting. Just perpetual scratches. I'll check out the normal first. This is very odd. Like, it makes it interesting to play. But I kind of have to question it in terms of, like, the feel of it being something that's on the turntable. had to goof around with it at the end. Yeah, that charting is very, very weird. Like, I could see it as like a one-off gimmick, but it feels weird for like that to be the whole song's identity, I guess. And then the song itself, It's not like it didn't develop at all, but it felt pretty repetitive throughout the course of it. And especially like at the end, it kind of started to feel a bit tiring on the ears. Kawaii Cafe. I guess I will play the 8. What the fuck does Kawaii Cafe genre of music sound like? This is a weird song. Like, I feel like it sounds almost like out of tune in a way. And I think that's like, it's supposed to kind of, but maybe it went a little too far. I don't know. Yeah, like, I think I get the idea of it, and I like, kind of like it, and I kind of feel like it sounds, like, iffy at the same time. It's very odd. I might have to ponder that one some. This is cute looking. I feel like the drums are too quiet in this song. Seems to be a recurring theme today, honestly. Today, I mean, I guess this Mumei Battle, I don't know. Drums that are either too quiet or too loud. I felt that coming. I knew there would be a little that at the end. Yeah, honestly, song sounded good, chart felt fun. Just, drums were too quiet to me. What is the deal with this? How many charge notes would you like? A few? A lot? Like a ton? Yes. Fun little gimmick. Not one that I am skilled enough to partake in. But a fun little gimmick regardless. So let's check out the 9 and hopefully don't butcher it too badly. Okay, they had me worried for a second. There's been so many songs that are too quiet. I thought it was gonna be another. It's just a quiet start. And extra turntable valence. Oh, this is really fucking tricky. It's really tiring too. I was not expecting a fucking bass drop to look. Welcome back. But yeah, that song seemed good. The chart was fun. I don't really have any comments on the video because locked the fuck in on the chart. So I'll have to take a look at that some other time. Another fun choice, 5 or a 10. Oh yeah. So they have, you know, how many charge notes do you want? We got a couple. We got, you know, good amount of charge. We got a lot of them. We have a shit ton. Yes. Take your pick. That's why. Silly gimmicks. I guess I'll play the 10 and probably have to go play the 5 to actually hear what this shit sounds like. Probably. I don't trust myself on a 10, but I want to play the 10. kind of butchering parts of this. I'm so bad at chords, oh my god. Only an easy clear. But yeah, I think I did okay enough to get the idea of the song itself, though, and yeah, it's not bad. It doesn't. It like simultaneously feels like almost like kind of cute in a way, like. It feels like in that sense it kind of stands out, but like at the same time it also doesn't. It like also doesn't. It's very odd how I feel about this, but yeah, I don't know. I suck at words. I think the chart was fun though, even if I am fucking awful at it. Spiraling anxiety, that is one hell of a genre. I am bracing for impact. The fucking chart, the fucking graph. This looks interesting. The artist's name also feels interesting too. Spiraling anxiety, spiral staircase, get it, guys? I like that. I felt like that part was a little weird. Like, I felt like it could have followed the synth a little better. Overall, though, the chart was not bad, and the song definitely felt very interesting, had a good ambience to it. And definitely conveyed some feelings, I think. I quite like it. Swing by core. New moon removes your memories. Goodbye, memories. Wait a minute. I made a song named Memory. The new moon removes it. Did it ever happen? Did I ever make a song? I should focus on the chart. I'm looking at like what's going on with the video. Not really sure how I feel about those long notes. Feels like it might have been too far in the background for that to be parted that way, but I don't know. I'm staring at the video again. That's supposed to sort of give like Game Boy vibes. I didn't get to count how many shades of green there are. Yeah, no, that definitely looks like it was supposed to look Game Boy. Yeah, other than like those long notes that felt like slightly weird to me, that was a really fucking fun chart. I would play that again. Song itself was also good. Oh wow, actually, am I done already about? I mean, I have this one last song, but that went by really fast, it felt like. Yeah, I've been live for 3 hours. It has not felt like 3 hours, goddamn. I guess time flies fast when you're having fun. I mean, I gotta go to 10 first, right? If I don't horribly butcher it, I get to send it off with this. Is that a reference to that one train game on like the PlayStation? I think it was on PlayStation anyway. This is very chaotic. The chart sort of matches that chaos. I feel like I was nowhere near a normal clear on that. I feel like I kind of flubbed that. Yeah, that's like somewhere around like 40%, I think. But that one was a really interesting one to end off on, honestly. That it definitely, it's not like a particularly melodic song, so the chart is kind of just free to be whatever the fuck it wants, in my opinion. And it sure was whatever the fuck it wanted, but that chart was fucking chaos. Yeah, I quite liked that. I feel like I keep wording it this exact. Oh yeah, I quite liked that. Do I normally say that when I say I like things? I'm starting to feel weird about it. But yeah, that was a pretty cool chart. Pretty cool song. Yeah, what was it that I was like, oh, I should play this again? 'Cause like, and why? I don't remember. I guess I'll just look at my own VOD later. I received a large quantity of enjoyment from this. Yeah, take a shot every time I say that, right? You would take one shot, you'd drink responsibly. Hopefully. I guess I don't know what it's a shot of, maybe it's not responsible. I didn't say. Ah, damn. Well, you know what they say. The proof is in the pudding. You probably should not eat pudding that has 200 proof alcohol in it. And with that word of wisdom, I shall end the stream. Thanks for watching if you happen to be watching. And if perhaps one of the creators of any of these charts and songs and stuff happens to stumble on this VOD or something, hi, it was cool partaking in this event with you. Hopefully my feedback made any sense. And yeah, that's all. Bye bye!